sounds great, Steve. That sounds like a plan. We'll circle back to that, and we'll make it an action item. Even better, I'll circle back to it next week. We'll come up with a comprehensive growth strategy. That works, man. That works. That sounds good, Chief. I'll catch up with you next week. We'll do lunch. How's that sound? That sounds great. Okay, bye-bye now. Mission accomplished. You know what? Let me tell you a little story. Back about 37 years ago, Bill Clinton was president. The motor car was invented for the first time. Belt clips were cool, as you can see here. And they were cool because you had a cool phone. Just like this. How's it going, guys? I'm Aaron from PhoneTalk.com, and I'm back with another episode of the Boneyard. This is the crazy series where we review phones that used to be cool. And you know what? In some cases, they may still be cool. This, the Motorola V60, was the Mac Daddy. It was so cool. You could go into the boardroom and wear sunglasses and people wouldn't make fun of you, at least directly, to your face. You could walk in and wear sunglasses because you had this thing, a metal coating on the outside. It even makes a cool flippy noise. Listen to that. Listen to that. That's awesome. A cool flippy noise, and it just looks like a device a baller would carry. You walk into that boardroom, you're like, hang on one second. I got to make a phone call. And you're like, blah, 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 corporate action item, blah, blah, corporate jargon. Okay, bye-bye now. And you hang up, and that's how business is done with the Motorola V60. This thing was the bomb diggity device. But my question is it still cool even in, what year are we in? 2012. Is it still cool in 2012? We're going to find out in the Boneyard, which starts right now. Would you listen at that? Oh, that's nostalgia all up in your face. Take a listen at that Motorola ringtone. You remember how obnoxious that was? Well, here it is, back in the flesh. The Motorola V60t. Now, this thing is the T version of the V60 back on AT&T Wireless way back in the day, and I'm pretty sure it's even stuck on some Y2K nonsense there. Take a look at that 11-2000. What's going on there? I don't know, but it's a TDMA device. And I'm no wireless wizard by any means, but I'm 99.9% sure that TDMA stands for this dang Motorola is awesome, because this thing is the device you wanted to have. From the boardroom to being that cool kid at school, the V60 was where it was at. Take a listen at this. It's metal. This thing can take a tumble and keep on ticking, but I'm going to be one of those losers that keep it in my belt clip like they did. Remember that, where they just keep it in the belt clip and keep it on the desk like that? Because that was a cool thing to do. You put it on the desk. It's like, I'm too cool to take my phone out of the belt clip. I'm just going to leave it on the desk, and when it rings, I just pick it up like this and use this as a little hand grip. Or maybe that was just me when I had these devices way back when, but still, pretty awesome device with a tiny, tiny display. No camera, because who needs a camera? Cameras are only for stupid people and drunk girls that like to take pictures of their bad dancing and send it to you in a breakup text. Now maybe that's just me. Maybe that only happens with me. But I'm saying, who needs it? Because this device is strong enough to hold its own. This thing is a bad, bad mamma jamma. It's got some contacts. It's got some messages. We can even go in here and take a look at the message center. And it's got some battery as well. Take a look at that. This thing is svelte. It's got a nice big metal back here, because you know what? You need a hefty device, because you want this thing to fit in your hand and fit in your hand well. AT&T Wireless there on the back, and the little V logo up there. You remember this. It kind of had that Vader look and feel to it, kind of a Star Wars type thing. This was the phone you wanted when zombies take over the planet. It's a pretty awesome phone, and you can come down here and see create message. We'll go in here, and you can go to message and go to hey there, hater. Who needs spacebar? Spacebar is so 20. I don't need to hit it twice, but I'm not going to hit it twice because I don't want to conform like that. Hey there, hater. You can read through that. I'm going to do it like the commenters do. Hey there, hater. And then I'm going to put a period just for grammatical emphasis. Hey there, hater, but no space bar because I don't roll like that. So you can see here, messages, easy to get to. You got your send and end key button. Remember how those were flipped back and forth on the Motorola editions? Ends over here, sends over here. It's crazy, but they wanted to mix it up like that. You can come in here and take a look and say the name. Remember, it had voice style. And that was super cool as well. You got a volume rocker over here. I don't know what this one does. Let's take a listen here and see. Oh, a phone book. It's a phone book. And you can see there, that's pretty neato as well. You got a jack up here to listen to your music. If you had any music on the device or any tones, you know, because this thing was a tone machine. You could come in here and you could create little tones and then go beep bloop bloop beep bloop bloop beep bloop bloop bloop. And that was kind of what it did, but you know, give or take a few different octaves there. But you get the idea. Power button down here at the bottom, and then down here you can see that old Motorola connection. So it was a pretty bomb diggity device. This was a device you wanted in the boardroom. This is a device your dad carried around, and your dad wasn't nearly cool enough to carry this device, and you made fun of him pretty much every day when he carried it, but he was like, well, it doesn't matter what you think of me, son, because I've got the Motorola V60t, and I'm a bad mamma jamma. give or take a few words there. That's basically how it happened. In most households, this is a bad device, and this thing revolutionized Motorola as we know it. And you can see how well it fits in the hands. This thing was the device to have on AT&T, and it's the Motorola V60t. If you like what you see, be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/phonedog. Subscribe to the Boneyard, because that's what we're all about. Go to youtube.com/phonedog, hit up the Boneyard series of videos, and check out all our other content as well. And hit me up on the Twitters, phonedog_Aaron, and let me know what you think of the V60t. It's the Boneyard Series 4 Motorola V60t on phonedog.com.